Rapid Action Battalion (RAB) has arrested 3 members of the militant group Jamatul Ansar fil Hindal Sharkia, including its Amir Muhammad Anisur Rahman alias Mahmoud from Munchiganj, Lohojong Upazila early today. The identities of the other operatives were not disclosed by the law enforcers. Acting on a tip-off, a RAB team conducted a drive in Boronopara village in Lohojong Upazila around 3 a.m. and arrested the 3 men. During the drive, the RAB team also recovered firearms and explosives from the alleged Jamatul Ansar fil Hindal Sharkia operatives. A coalition with a fire service car kills at least 2 and wounded several others in Naranganj. Naranganj fire service car, bus and private car, 3-way coalition killed 2 people, including fire service driver Jahangir Alam. A fire broke out in a garment factory in Naranganj Chashara this morning. On the way to extinguish the fire service vehicle collided with a private car and a bus, which killed Jahangir Alam, the driver of the fire service vehicle. Meanwhile, a pedestrian died in that incident. At least 7 people were injured. The accident took place in front of Shanta Market in Chashara around 11:30 a.m. The injured have been sent to hospital. Meanwhile, 5 units of the fire service brought the fire under control at Fokir Apparels factory in Fotullah within half an hour. Bangladesh Ambulance Owners Welfare Association has called for an indefinite nationwide strike to press home their 6-point demand, including the withdrawal of taxes imposed by Bangladesh Road Transport Authority (BRTA). The strike of private ambulance owners will begin on Tuesday if the demands are not met by today, said Ghulam Mustafa, president of the Bangladesh Ambulance Owners Welfare Association on Monday. Other demands include formation of a national policy on ambulances and the implementation of Prime Minister's announced toll-free facility for ambulances. The ambulance owners also demanded parking facilities at all hospitals in the country, the facility to fill at filling stations without having to wait in lines while transporting a patient, and uninterrupted travel on roads. The European Union's Special Representative for Human Rights, Mon Gilmore, is scheduled to arrive in Dhaka today to discuss issues of mutual interests, especially rights issues. He will be visiting at the Bangladesh government's invitation. During his 6-day visit, Gilmore will hold meetings with government officials concerned over the Rohingya issue and will visit the Rohingya camps in Cox's Bazar, according to the Foreign Ministry. In Dhaka, he will hold a series of meetings with government officials and other stakeholders to discuss human rights issues. He is likely to sit with Law Minister Anisul Haq, Home Minister Asaduzzaman Khan, and State Minister for Foreign Affairs Muhammad Shahriar Alam, apart from his meeting with civil society members. The U.S. ambassador in Dhaka has said that the U.S. government wants to pursue the current multidimensional bilateral relation with Bangladesh. Addressing a program arranged at a city hotel on the occasion of U.S.'s Independence Day, U.S. Ambassador Peter has said the U.S.-Bangla relation is based nationalism, democracy and secularism, and matters as such as U.S. wants to maintain this in future. The program began with the national anthems of the 2 nations, followed by the ambassador's speech. The ambassador said that to nurture politics and economic relations will continue in the coming years. It was attended, among others, by BD Parliament Speaker Sharmin Chaudhary and DBC News Chief Editor Munzirul Islam.
And those countries
Ruling Awami League's Front organization will hold joint rally at capital's Baitul Mokarram on July 27 to press for 1-point demand. The organization include Chhatra League, Jubo League and Shechhasebok League. The call was given from a press conference held at Bangabandhu Avenue's El Party office on Sunday. Addressing the press conference, the front wing leaders alleged that an anti-nationalist force is involved in conspiracy, being their confirmed defeat in the next national polls. This force, which attacks at Turner Joy Jatra's rally in Khulna and Lakshmipur. The leaders claimed, adding that they urged all concerned to remain alert to foil such acts across the country. After the ban on 65 days, the fishermen of Potuakhali are getting various types of sea fish, including hillsha in the sea. Trawlers are crowding the wharf with all those fishers. In this, the wharf of the coastal region have once again become busy with fishermen and traders. As soon as the fishing ban was lifted at midnight on Sunday, 23rd July, fishermen took to the sea with trawlers. They said the hillsha is caught by casting a net 40 to 60 km deep in the Bay of Bengal. At least 3,000 trawlers are expected to return to the wharf with hillsha and other fish in the next 7 days. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina is joining the 3-day UN Food Systems Summit to stock-taking moment at the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization's FAO headquarters commencing this afternoon. The Prime Minister, who arrived here on Sunday afternoon, will also address the official opening of the conference. As the special guest speaker, around 2,000 participants from over 160 countries, including over 20 heads of state and government, are attending the summit to be held on 24 to 26 July in Rome. On July 25, the Prime Minister will attend the Regional Envoys Conference organized by Bangladesh ambassadors stationed in 15 European countries. In addition, Sheikh Hasina is scheduled to hold a bilateral meeting with her Italian counterpart, Giorgia Meloni, and the MOUs will be signed there. She will also join a community reception hosted by the expatriate Bangladeshi in Italy. The Prime Minister is scheduled to leave Rome for home on July 26. The extended meeting of Awami League will be held on August 6 at 10 a.m. instead of July 30. Awami League President and Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina will chair the meeting to be held at her official Ganabhavan residence at 10:30 a.m. The leaders of the party's Central Working Committee, Advisory Council and National Committee, District, City and Upazila units presidents and secretaries, parliament members, chairmen of district councils and Upazila Parishads, L members of city corporations and presidents, secretaries of parties' associate bodies have been asked to attend the meeting. L General Secretary Obaidul Qadir has requested all concerned to attend the meeting on time. Ready-made garment traders are worried about exports of ready-made garments due to the ongoing economic recession in Europe, America, but not the country's political unrest in an election year. In this situation, analysts urge traders to reduce waste and increase productivity. A major portion of the country's total merchandise export earnings comes from the ready-made garment sector. Statistics show that the export of the ready-made garment sector is continuously increasing despite a slight setback in the year of Corona. In 2022, export earnings in ready-made garments was $4,057 crore, about 51% of which came from the 27 countries of the European Union. Besides, as a single country, 20% of the export income comes from the United States and 10% from the United Kingdom.